G'day guys, welcome to the pre-NY market update video. Thank you first of all to those of you who joined on today's comeback live stream, London live stream. Went pretty well. The markets weren't the best, the charts weren't the best, didn't really give us many or any real option in my opinion to take a clean trade. So I just sat out, but nonetheless, it was good to be back. I appreciate the support. I will be streaming probably throughout this week. Once again, make sure to follow all the social medias for regular updates and regular content. Now, without further ado, let's move forward looking towards NY session today. And for me, so far, gold, much the same as during pre-London and during the London session. What we can see on, obviously, what I mentioned before, I want to see price pull back down to that 4 level and tap into that support at 2162.70. Reason being is because the amount of times I've seen this happen where price will not quite tap into that higher time frame level, begin to pull away from it, only to eventually pull back and eventually tap in before, if it is to continue, form a support in this case and continue to the upside, which it is technically structure wise, it is bullish. It would usually tap into that level, then form that support in minor time frame to look for that potential buy option. So for me, some of you will probably argue it's out of support just now. It is on the M30, but until this candle closes on the 4 hour, it's actually not support yet formed on the 4 hour time frame, because for reason being, we've had that pullback, 3 consecutive bullish candles, and we've only just had that one bearish candle, which needs to be followed by a bullish candle closure if we are to confirm support at this point here on the 4 hour time frame. So we've obviously yet to do so. So for me, what I'm looking at is we're still within this range. If I am to look for buys at this stage, it's one of probably 2 options. First option is want to see price actually pull back to tap into that 4 hour support. Then look for my catalyst. Look for things such as that high, low, higher, high. Bit of consolidation as price begins to pop above it, close above it. On preferably the M30 time frame, we'll probably consider options on the 15-minute. Now I could potentially look for my buy option to take it back up to the high. If I was to look for it based off the 15, what I'd want to see is the previous M30 to that closing back bullish, even if it hasn't obviously not closed above the resistance formed at support. Now we could pull back a little bit further, have this scenario form within this gray zone. That's fine. That is to be the case. Once again, I just want to see it form a series of high lows, high highs to look for my potential buy option from these lows. Now, as for further buy options, I would now probably consider, if we do will actually make the move to the upside, make a clean move up, only to reject 2175, and let's just say I get my sell option, and then we pull back to retest the most recent resistance that we would have broken above, which is the resistance form within the current daily candle. At that point there, I would possibly consider looking for the buy option if I was to be trading NY session, which I will not be doing so. That is resistance form within the current daily candle. So if we do tap into it, what we should do is, if we are to continue bearish, we may even pop above it, only to reject, start to pop back below it, and that could provide some potential sell options to take it back down towards that current daily candle's low and potentially tap into that 4 hour support. Otherwise, I'd be looking for price to pull up, reject 2175 roughly, and look for my potential options to sell from higher up. Now onto GJ. So GJ has finally got that closure above the consolidation. You probably have some valid entries, as this candle actually could probably take it as it flips back bullish, but the safer entry, in my opinion, would be as it breaks the high of that previous bullish candle, has tapped into that gray zone and finally got the closure above it. If we begin to pull away from it, only to reject it, then we're likely to continue to the upside. So I feel buy options could be presenting shortly on a GJ. As for the sells, it is an absolute mess to the downside. I'd probably just be patient with the sells. If you can't get in a buy, let it do its thing for just rockets, and then you're just looking for your rejections. Look to the left to see where price could potentially pull back up to retest, let it form that low, higher low, lower high, lower low, potentially look for your sells from higher up, and further sell options below the support at 190.445 at this stage. And if it does make that clean move back down, be looking for my catalyst in price action, potentially look for a buy from lower down, but I want it to open up this range, well, this consolidation really, it's not even a range, by creating a clean move to cut through it to the downside if I was to look for the buy option to take it back up. Now onto GU, I feel the buy options could be valid shortly on GJ, so keep an eye on that. GU, much the same, exact same analysis as pre-London, so just rewind and start the stream if you want to know more about that. And finally onto NAS. So we're tapped into that for our support, which is, we're one step ahead of gold. All right, so now I can start to look for my catalyst with it at this level within price action to potentially buy it. So I'll be looking to see a little bit of consolidation like so, and then closer to MY, if we start to close above it, pop above it, it could be options to buy it back at the lows to take up. First of all, first target will be around 18,330. That'd be a good option. And if it does pull back further, exact same scenario, just waiting for it to form that support, could be lower down within this gray zone. And I'm just looking for my options to take the buy back up. As far as sells, within the daily candle, what we've done is we're forming quite strong bearish. Previous daily did close back bearish as well. Form resistance, similar, so it's very similar to gold. We form resistance at this point here, 18,330. If we do actually in fact pull back only to reject it again, then I'd be looking for that lower high. So sort of double top rejection, and again looking for my catalyst to take a sell potentially back down towards the current daily candles low. That is all on NAS. Once again, apologies guys, my voice is just, it's still a struggle. I actually lost at one point last week, so it's still, I'm plodding along, I'm trying my best. Should hopefully be live tomorrow, I'm pretty sure it will be, not sure for how long though. Yeah, but nonetheless, trade safe. Do leave a like, please. Leave a comment too, and catch you guys again shortly. GJ, quickly. Yeah, so GJ buys could be an option moving forward very shortly. Anyway, guys, cheers. Bye for now.